From this conversation, one can really ascertain or depict that Sultana loves Jessin J more. I don't think Jessin J is really into Sultana like that. Of course, we heard him say the night that the whole truth about the going stuff came out, and Jessin was like, "We are not even a thing." But I'm just having this feeling like because he's no longer in good terms with Dede, so he just feel like let me stay here to at least let me let me have that person around me so that I won't be like I'm standing alone. Because now let me tell you people, this conversation they had, they talked about a lot of things, okay? And from the conversation, it got me thinking, have they really eaten the forbidden fruit in Biggie's house? Like, did they really have XE? Like, guys, I am really as confused. She was telling him to come to her bed, or rather, let him go to his own bed, but it seems he's not having it, or he's not really interested. Anyway, they wanted to work on the wager, though, but then Sultana was feeling kind of sleepy and didn't want to leave Jess in there at the lounge. I'm like, okay, why are you making me stay longer here? Why don't we go? Okay, is it that you come to my own bed or I go to yours? What's wrong with coming to my bed? Or so that was when Jess and Jay was like, first you effed up. I'm like, so the whole Koi thing is still getting to Jess and Jay. What's the problem? Is it because it's Koi? What if it had been Victory or any other person? I don't think he would be crashing out the way he is doing because I know that, yeah, you were friends with Dede and all of a sudden Dede is now bestie with um Koi. And you know, all of Dede's speech yesterday, in fact, I said I was going to talk about that. Some people really saw it like, why was Dede using that speech to shade Jason and all? I guess he would kind of be disappointed that, okay, so after being with you for a long time, all the friends and all, you choose someone else as bestie. And the thing is still penning him because he was telling Sultana and Gigi Jasmine earlier that when you have already bonded with people, it's very hard for you to detach. So I could say that he's still having some issues. But then their Semolina Semovita presentation, they were in the same group, but you could see that they didn't really flow despite being together. Now let's come back to Jason and Sultana. So while they were having that conversation, Jason was like, "You effed up," and he was like, "I don't want to do back to back." Next thing he said, after that you start crying, a small thing you start shouting. I mean, you start crying. Like he said, like how? He said, well, that day was good though. So Sultana was like acting like she can't remember. She said, "What day was that?" He said, it was cool though. And this morning you start crying. So I was like, what day? Which day? Please help me. So that was when Justin J was like he's having amnesia. He can't remember anymore. And yeah, he said there are some things he don't even really want to remember. And Santana said, yeah, that honestly there are some things she too wouldn't want to remember. He said until it's outside. So I'm like, come. What happened? What happened between these two? You know, there was this speculation that time they were saying Jessie J and Sultana had. I'm like, have they really? In fact, the way Sultana was shaking her head like, Kai, like, you know, when you've done something and you can't even believe that you did it. She was like, you know, that really got me thinking. I'm like, please, oh, guys, hey, does it mean say Jessie J that already, hey, it's a beg, oh. I beg, and in all of this sheep, I'm just seeing it like Sultana likes Jason, true, true. She truly likes Jason, and do you know that he even had to, Jason even had to tell Sultana to stop talking to Koi. Can you guys imagine? I said, Jason, has it got into that? But yesterday you were the one saying, you don't have anything else against him. He's like a younger brother to you. You see yourself in him, la 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 la. So why would you tell Sultana to stop talking to Koi? Why would you do that? Jasinje is one kind of person that I find it very hard to understand. I remember when Sultana was saying that she likes this version of Mide. Mide has really come out of her shell a lot. She's now like the Mide. She talks, she's funny, she cracks joke. When Satana said that, the way Jessie J really concord, like, I'm like, I hope you're not that type of friend that when you have issues with your friends, then you have the most bad things to say about them. And in as much as you know that you still want to go back and maintain the bestie or friendship, or you still be still bad mouthing them where others are. I don't really know the situation between himself and Dede, because we were thinking that after the whole task, maybe that task would have kind of like brought them together. But I can't see that coming. But according to me, yesterday, that Dede, of course, Dede said it's she said it herself, and Justin also said it, that Dede approached Justin like how many times for conversation. He said no. So when Justin approached her for conversation, she said no need. So like both of them are giving it themselves aura to aura. So all I'm seeing in this whole Sultana thing is that Justin J is not really there for Sultana. Outside the fact that he has something going on with him outside. In fact, like I'm like I don't really know. He has something going on with him outside, and being friends with Dede too. In fact, people are saying, I saw a post where somebody was saying, that was yesterday, that the reason Sultana had whatever she had with Koyi was because that night Justin J was literally taking care of Dede, who was drunk, who was this. So Justin J stood by Dede all through the night. So even when Sultana was waiting patiently for Justin Deere, he didn't come around because we know that then it used to be daytime, Dede. Excuse me, guys. It used to be daytime, Dede. The nighttime Sultana, that she even complained that Justin doesn't really give her much time in the day except at night. So according to what this person was saying, said it was that night that Sultana decided to move to Coin, and yeah, that was why she did that what she did. Well, I don't really know what to believe, because this housemates will just be giving you vibes. Then what is really cracking me up, in this house you will see somebody is actually falling for someone, another person is what, like Faith really truly likes Sultana. Even while Faith was having a conversation with Sultana last night, we're just complaining the way he sees Jessie J grab her from behind and all. You could see it on Sultana's feet, like, what's this one saying? Please let me be. When you like someone, another person is trying to discourage you. There is nothing that person says that will enter your head, because you know that I truly, truly, genuinely like this person. And for me, I feel Faith. You guys know Faith's body build, so I think he really wants a woman who will compliment him. And Sultana is that huge, so that you guys will stop body shaming and high shaming him. So he really wants, most guys who are like that, that's really their type, very huge, ladies, just to, compliment them. But in all I'm saying is that Satana is really there for Justin J. I don't think for her is a game, but Justin is not really there. Everything is just for fun. And at the same time, Justin can't, it's just like a temptation to him, because she's beautiful, and also he can't, each time he's with her, he's all cuddling and all of that. That doesn't really define love. Someone can just have you as a cuddle partner, but not anything serious. Yeah, not anything serious at the end of the day. But him always bringing up that matter with Kanye, I don't think it's making sense to me, because right now Justin J is dealing with a not break up with your friend. Did they not see you as a bestie? That one is there. Okay. Then now the person you're with, Sultana, the like, guys, it's really funny. Now, another thing I want to talk about is Gigi Jasmine. Yes, yesterday Jasmine was like, Gigi Jasmine and Kola, like both of them are the same, because Gigi Jasmine don't seem to like have, she doesn't seem to have forgotten victory. And Kola, on the same hand, anything, she's still moving today despite whatever the handwriting on the wall, despite everything is clear. But I even think Dede and Cola's one is even better, because sometimes Dede can give Cola attention, they talk, the flirt and all. But Gigi just made and Victory, the way she walked out on Victory yesterday, because there was something she said, Victory said he went to confirm from Victory, and Victory was even like complaining that, is it because I called you to talk about something? Is it each time I'm talking to you, you feel like I want to come back? Who was it telling? I think Bright also, his G's partner. Each time I'm talking to you, she has this feeling like I want to come back. Victory is a villain. So when he said that, Sultana was like, in which contest now? I said, no, that did you just make you understand, like, but the color is even better. No, he said Kola's one is the worst. Like Kola still keeps going back to even after everything Dede is doing. But at the same time, Gigi Jasmine is still the same because I feel everybody just wants to be somewhere. And now you know that Doris and Denari are all locked in. The whole thing is paining her because probably she felt. But in that one, I don't even have anything to say because I know Denari was acting like a shoulder to cry on or a shoulder to lean on, right? Yeah, he was always like advising. But at that time, say while he was doing that, Gigi was still 100% interested in Victory. So you think he'll be there waiting for when you come out of your feelings for him and he will not? No, he wasn't really there. He was just being a friend. Yeah, he was just being that friend and nothing more. Nothing more. So when Jessie said that, I'm like, okay, Victory. In fact, I don't know for Gigi just me. She just accord herself some respect. When I saw her on Victory's bed, I think that was still first. That was like, again, Abi Victory was on her bed. So sometimes I don't know. Some women bring this upon themselves, though. Let me know your thoughts on Jessie J and Sultana. You guys think anything has already gone on that? No wonder Doris was telling her that anything that has to do with Diva with anybody, let her run away from it. Is our auntie going to hear? Please share your thoughts in the comment. Don't forget to give us massive thumbs up. I'll see you guys in my next video.